Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. There's just too much to go through today. I don't know that I'm going to get through all of it. I gave you a blip earlier today so you can kind of see what was on my mind. Mike Novogratz agrees with me. He believes last year sucked. Honestly, it does. And the debacle with DCG, Genesis, Gemini, that mess, he's not expecting that to actually be any sort of resolved until first quarter this year. And I'm thinking late first quarter because it's getting ugly. DCG also offered Bitvavo, it's a Dutch exchange, to pay 70% of their debt within a reasonable time. Obviously, they wanted to pay a certain amount given, and they said no. So there's a lot going on there. Excuse me. Before, I thought things were going to be held to within, Genesis, and Genesis was going to be the problem. They'd be able to, kind of figure that one out. But now you're seeing that DCG is scrambling for money, DCG itself. And so I think that news could be worse than people think. Something else that caught my attention, and we'll get into the rest of the stuff that I spoke about this morning. BlackRock is about to fire 500 of its staff. BlackRock. This is a $10 trillion assets under management firm, largest in the world. $10 million. And you sit there and you're just kind of like, what? I mean, 10 trillion, 500 people, they're just going to be gone. Now, I don't know if it's because people think that, things are going to get tight. I mean, it's BlackRock. They've got more than enough money to figure things out. I mean, when you say assets under management, it's not your money. It's not their money. But it means that they're trusted with that money to be able to do a lot of different things. And it also means that the fees that they collect off of that money is a ridiculously large sum as well. So BlackRock has money. So for BlackRock to be saying we're going to lay off 500 people, take freaking note. That's what I'm doing. Michael Burry, if you don't know who he is, look him up. Look him up. He was the guy that called the Great Bubble before, made a movie out of it. Forgot the name of the movie. It was a good movie too. Maybe it'll hit me by the time I'm finished talking. But anyway, he's calling for a huge stagflation, meaning, inflation, deflation. It's going to be stagflation. It's going to sit there not moving much for a long period of time. I can believe that. The SEC was told to go pound sand as the judge in the BinanceUS case, because BinanceUS wants to buy Voyager, and the SEC tried to throw a monkey wrench into it. And I think I reported on that last week. And basically it's been like, nah, they have the money. I don't know what you're talking about. They have the money. Go pound sand. Shut up. They're going to let the deal go. He's going to let the deal go through. Next one is Cameron Winklevoss, again, is still banging on DCG. He believes that Barry Silbert should be ousted as CEO. And the reason why is he's saying it's fraud. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, ugh, this is getting... So not only is there a money problem, but now there's a reputational problem. That's going to rock a lot of people, because DCG has got a lot of tentacles into a lot of things. Think CoinDesk as being one of them. Everybody knows who that is or what company that is. So pay attention to that one. And because of Canadian regulations, Crypto.com and other exchanges have to delist Tether. I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, you have to delist Tether. They want you to delist Tether. And I guess it's because it's a stable coin and they don't have a belief in stable coin. So Crypto.com is making it so that you can get at your money, you can make a trade, you can make a swap. Excuse me. And if you don't do the swap yourself, they will do it for you and probably flip you over to Circle, USDC rather. I sit back and I look at that and I just go, wow. So that makes me wonder about Tether, not in a bad way, but from a regulatory perspective. What are they trying to say? Because it just seems like every time somebody says something about Tether, everybody's moving over to USDC. Just wondering. Now, they're asset backed, right? And some of their assets are actually with BlackRock. So I'm just looking at these things and just trying to put it all together and make sense of it all. Somebody was worried about what I said earlier. Kraken left on December 28th. I reported that Kraken was leaving Japan. That's not Japan. That's not Kraken's problem. Japan wasn't making it easy for them to do that, and it's the whole winter thing. So they're leaving. But now you have Coinbase that's also saying they're going to leave. So that's kind of a big deal. All right. Then I'm looking at news that Binance says that they messed up management of the reserves for BUSD. So I don't have any BUSD, never dealt with it at all. But I am starting to, kind of look at that and see, well, are there any other flaws in their operations, in Binance's operations? So I'm going to be digging deeper. Unfortunately, so is the U.S. government into Binance. So we'll see. Everybody was talking about Bonk. Guess who dropped 69% since its high? Again, understand what the use case is for a project before you go putting your money in it, is what I tell my kids. Don't go putting your money into stuff, kids, if you don't know what's going on with that. Bonk serves no purpose to me. I just don't see it. So it skyrocketing it up and crashing back down, I'm kind of like, smells like, looks like, I won't say it, but the two words rhyme. Just saying. Looking at Doge, is Doge getting shanked over at Twitter? And the reason why I ask is because, well, Twitter's coming out with coins, but it has nothing to do with crypto, it seems. It seems like you're going to buy coins to be used within the Twitter space that would get you things or allow you to do certain things. And I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, ooh, that's interesting. And it's going to be handled by Stripe. Yes, Stripe does crypto in certain ways, but doesn't sound like Doge is in there. And remember, in my book, Doge isn't really doing anything for me. I don't see a use case for it. Its biggest use case was, Elon Musk, Twitter. And if that doesn't happen, yeah. So, because a report by one of the security companies, was it Certic or one of the security companies? No, it was the other one. Peck Shield. I think it was Peck Shield that came out and said Shiba Inu is actually one of the most secure coins out there, is the most secure after Bitcoin. And I just sat there and was like, wow, that says a lot. Something else that says a lot. 9 creditor names in the FTX debacle are going to be held or, sealed for another 3 months. Tom Brady, Kevin, whatever the heck, Kevin O'Leary. Okay, we know certain names. The owner of the New England Patriots. I'm a Giants fan, Steelers fan, Patriots, not really. Seahawks because my son loves them. But who are those other 9 names? Wow, that's something. Because my thought process is when those names drop, those names are going to be tied to that debacle. And that could be a problem. Remember, there are a lot of hedge funds, or there are certain hedge funds that are being investigated by the DOJ and SEC over everything that's going on with FTX. They're specifically looking at, well, what was your due diligence process? Because that would make sense. So I'm just looking at all these different things, and I'm just sitting back, and I'm just saying to myself, there's a lot to unpack. So we've got crypto assets going up right now. Digital assets are going up right now. And they went up a bit, and now they're kind of maintaining right there. Yeah, I'm not playing that game. I had purchased a little. I had dumped, and then I purchased a little. I'm not purchasing anymore because I'm expecting a correction. And when DCG drops, the whole DCG thing drops, when the FTX names get released, I'm expecting there to be bumps down. Even Mike Novogratz is saying, hey, look, listen, Galaxy Digital is going to be buying when everything is going down. They're in it. So pay attention. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto. I hope everything I'm doing is helpful to you. Let me know if you have questions. Drop me a note, and I'll try to get to it. All right? Have a good one. Bye-bye.